my name is Stephanie Carroll and I am an author of historical women's fiction, and this is my vlog looking for historical fiction. I always have a hard time finding new titles that I like, and if you like the type of stuff that I recommend or that I do reviews for, you might like my book. So take a look at it on my website, www.stephaniecarroll.net. Today I found a new historical fiction book called The Seance by John Harwood. I don't know if you can see the cover very well because of the reflection. Sorry about that. So this book I got because I'm really interested in it, because my third novel that I'm doing research for right now is about 1920s spiritualism, which is what the seances were all happening and stuff. So, and this I think takes place in that time period. So let me read you the back. Okay, let me read you the back, sorry. Spirits, possession, and murder entwine in this haunting Victorian-era Gothic tale for fans of Wilkie Collins. By the author of The Ghost Writer, a smart, stylish, and mesmerizing book elegantly paced and delightfully macabre. That's Washington Post Book World said that quote. Now here's what it says for the actual book, what the book's about. In the flickering glow of the candle, the armor looked unevenly watchful. The sword gleamed oh, I'm sorry, okay, sorry, wait. This isn't about the book, this is from the book. So this is actually a little quote from the book. The about the book is on the inside flap jacket, which I'll read in a second. From the seance, in the flickering glow of the candle, the armor looked unevenly watchful. The sword gleamed beneath its mailed hand. On impulse, I took hold of the hilt. The sword moved like a lever in my grasp, bringing the metal hand with it. As I drew it slowly toward me, a shiver ran through the armor. I recoiled in horror, but my sleeve caught in the hilt, and the sword swung to the end of its travel. The armor seemed to explode into life. The blackened plates burst open as if some monstrous occupant was forcing its way out. I'm gonna have to go on a whim and say that this is literary fiction, because that little segment was very, I think the author was hoping to show a little bit of his voice by putting that on the back. So here is about the actual book. Constance Langton grows up in the household marked by death. Her father distant, her mother in perpetual mourning for Constance's sister, the child she lost. Desperate to coax her mother back to health, Constance takes her to a seance. Perhaps she will find comfort from beyond the grave. But the meeting has tragic consequences. Constance is left alone, her only legacy a bequest that will blight her life. So begins The Seance, John Harwood's brilliant second novel, a gripping Gothic thriller set in late Victorian England. It is a world of apparitions, of disappearances and unnatural phenomena, of betrayal and blackmail and black-hearted villains and murder. For Constance's bequest comes in two parts, a house and a mystery. Years before, a family disappeared at Raxford Hall, a decaying mansion in the English countryside with a sinister reputation. Now the hall belongs to Constance, and she must descend into the darkness at the heart of the Raxford mystery to find the truth, even at the cost of her life. So that actually sounds pretty interesting. The author, John Harwood, is the author of The Ghost Writer, which won the 2004 International Horror Guild Award for Best First Novel. He was a professor of English for 25 years and has also published biography, political journalism, satire, and poetry. He lives in Victor Harbor, South Australia. So this book was published by hold on, I'll find it. Well, it was published in 2008, and maybe it was self-published because I can't see. It says first published in 2008 by Jonathan Cape. So maybe, I'm not sure if it's self-published or if it was, hold on, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, it's not self-published. Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, Boston and New York. that was the publisher. And on the front cover, there is a quote, but I can't read it because the library put a sticker on top of it, as you can see. But it does have a blurb, and I read you the blurb on the back. So I think that sounds like an interesting book, and like I said, I'm interested in it because it's similar to what I'm going to be writing in the future. So if you're looking for historical fiction, you might want to check out The Seance by John Harwood. When I do read it, I'll try to put a review up. All the books that I talk about on looking for historical fiction, I don't always have time to read them all, so I don't always do a review of them all. But when I do read them, I do reviews. Okay, so thank you for watching, and look back for more if you're looking for more historical fiction.